Ron, I cannot imagine what these last few days have been like for you and your family. Tell me a little bit about Chris. I mean, he just seems like an incredible guy.
Chris was an incredible individual. He was doing things he loved. He loved to help people, and he loved to fly. And he was just incredible. I'll go, if I go too far, you let me know, but he played football in high school, and then he went and he got a full academic scholarship at Wichita State University. And he wanted to play football, so after that first year in Wichita State, he went to Missouri-Rolla. And in Missouri-Rolla, he got his football scholarship, and he walked on. And he graduated with an aerospace engineering degree and a mathematics degree.
So he was clearly not an underachiever at all. I also understand that he worked in Alaska. He was interested in photojournalism. And Terry, I understand that.
Oh yeah.
Terry, I understand the last time you spoke to him was on Mother's Day.
Yeah, he sent a Facebook message to me and everything. We'd be able to keep in contact periodically through this last deployment and everything. And he had told me he was going to be going to Nepal. And he was going there to help out for the individuals and everything. And I told him, says, that's awesome. I'm glad you're doing that. And he says, but please be careful and be safe. Because I told him, says, and I flat out told him, says, you're going to see things that are going to be total devastation. And as a mom, I'm not only just worried about his physical health, but it's also his mental health and how he's been able to help out. I mean, he's a strong man. He's a very good-hearted person, but he's also a very compassionate and caring individual. And that just speaks to his leadership and his strength that he has and why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
He wants to help people. That's the whole reason he went over there. And he told me, Mom, he says, somebody's got to do this. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And Ron, it seems like he loves flying. It seems like he's not only good at it, but loves it.
Oh yeah, his passion for flying started at a very early age. When he was in, I believe it was grade school.
Yeah.
No kidding, even back then?
Oh,
Right.
absolutely. We sent him to a space camp in Hutchinson, Kansas. And they've got a space
It's actually the
museum there.
national one where they train a lot of the stuff here for NASA.
Right.
Wow.
They come to Hutchinson, Kansas for it.
And we sent him to a summer space camp, and that's where he picked up his flying and his passion for flying.
And that's where it began. Terry, is there anything else you want people to know about Ron? I mean, it seems like not only did he love flying, he loved being in the service, helping people. Is there anything else you want people to know?
Correct. He was like a very compassionate and caring people. He wanted to be able to instill leadership qualities and for people to have the drive, to be able to know that they can make a difference, find what they wanted to be able to stand for, take that step forwards and commit to it, to have a plan and be able to move forward. He knew early on what he wanted to do and he did it. Not too many kids at that young age know what they want. He did, and he wanted to be able to go ahead and make a difference. And so a lot of the stuff that he's always wanted to be able to do is make a plan and execute it.
Not too many adults know what they want to do, as it sounds like, as much as he knew, even when he was
I agree.
Yeah. Well, Terry and Ronald. Sorry, go ahead, Ronald.
He was a great individual, and anybody that talked to him, he helped coach the high school football team after his officer training school. And they're still using some of the techniques he learned in officer training school.
Is that right?
In the Bishop Carroll football.
Wow.
All I want to do is let everybody know an individual can make a difference.